We now start looking at cubic functions. So cubic functions, these are functions which is the same as saying the cubic equation. So these are cubic equations. So the reason is this is a cubic function because the highest power of x is 3. So these are the same as cubic equations. So the topic is cubic equation and it comes in paper 2 of section B. So the question says, this one is coming from 2018 of GCE question number 12B. Meaning there was question number 12A. Question number 12A, it is under expressing this as a single fraction. Expressing this as a single fraction. Maybe for the sake of having the full marks, let us also do this one. We express this one as a single fraction. This was question number 12A. Then question number 12B, this is where my main concern is all about. Now, how do we express this one as a single fraction? We'll get this, the denominator as our common denominators. So we'll get these denominators as our common denominators. Then now we'll cross multiply, meaning 3 multiplied by this denominator, which is this. So it will be x minus 3, then minus 4. Another denominator will multiply this one times that, which will be 2x minus 5. So we'll have something like that. Then now we multiply or we expand. So when you're expanding, you are multiplying everything outside the bracket times everything inside the bracket. So it will be 3 times everything. It will be 3x minus 9. We come to this one, it will be negative 8x. Then negative 4 multiplied by negative 5, it will be positive 20. So from here, we'll move like this. So it will be 3x minus 8x. Then we have minus 9. Then plus 20. Everybody over 2x minus 5. Then we have x minus 3. So move, this one is equal to, the answer there is negative 5x because 3 minus 8 is negative 5. So negative 5x plus this one is negative 9 plus 20. It is the same as saying 20 minus 9. And the answer is 11. So we are going to have plus 11. So plus 11 over 2x minus 5v. Then we have another one which is x minus 3 like that. So this marks the end to our question. That is question number A. I've decided to work it out because it may be of help to someone out there. Otherwise, such kind of questions normally come to section A. Let me confirm if this question was there under section A. If this question was there under section A, unfortunately, it was not there. So this means that this question may come to section A. It may also come to section B. So we just need to be prepared. Otherwise, this question alone carries 3 marks. So if this question, which is question number 12, which is of section B, it has 12 marks. So this already we have removed the 3. We are remaining with the other 9 marks. Now, other 9 marks are the ones which are under now question number B. Other 9 marks are the ones which are under question number B. Let us see now how question number B can be answered. So this is the graph we have. This is the graph we have, and the question says the diagram below the diagram below, this diagram below shows the graph of the equation, or this equation, which is the cubic equation, which is y is equal to x cubed plus x squared minus 12x. So this is the graph we have. So that is the graph we have. Now the question is, use the graph to solve the equation. There's this equation which you have been given. The first equation is Roman numeral number 1 says, use the graph to solve the equations. So we have equation number 1, which is x cubed plus x squared minus 12x. We are using this graph to solve this equation. So how do we solve such equation under such kind of questions? So when we look at this equation, it is the same as this equation. So it is the same as this graph which has been plotted on this Cartesian x or y plane. So this means that we are going to equate this one to y. Why are we equating it to y? Because we are saying y is equal to the entire equation. So where there is this equation, we are going to write y. So we are saying y is equal to 0. Which is 0? This is 0, which we have seen there. Now, we draw a line which is y equal to 0. Now, remember, if the line was that y is equal to, let me say, if it was y is equal to 2, I would have gone on the y-axis and plot my y is equal to 2. Maybe let me not use 2. Let me use the numbers which are there. Let me say y is equal to 10. So I would have gone while y is equal to 10. Then I draw a line like this. I draw a line like that. So I get my ruler like this. Then I draw my y is equal to 10. I will draw a horizontal line like that. Now, where this line which I've drawn, because this is y is equal to 10, where it will close the curve, this curve or this graph, I'll get the values of x. So now the question is y is equal to 0. So where y is equal to 0, it is only the x-axis. The x-axis, it is the point where the curve is equal to, or where y is equal to 0. So I would draw my line there and name this line as y is equal to 0. Now, what is the values of x? What are the values of x? So we are going to say, therefore, we do this. Our values of x are, the first one there is -4, comma, we have another one, x is 0, and x is equal to 3. So these are the values of x. The values of x are -4, 0, and +3. And the +3. Those are the values of x. So those are the values of x. So meaning we have solved this one. There is another one which is b. Let's see what b has. So b is x cubed plus x squared minus 12x is equal to x plus 10. So this one will mean that y is equal to x plus 10. X plus 10 will be the value of y. Now, since there is x here, meaning we have to come up with a with a line. How do we come up with a line? We come up with a table of values. So the table of values, we say this is x and that one is y. X and y. Then we say we are now going to pick any value. We are going to pick any value of x and also any value of y and come up with the two coordinates. Then we plot those two coordinates. So we say let x be 0. If x is 0, meaning we are going to have y is equal to 0 plus 10, and the value of y will be automatically, it will be 10. Then another one will say let y also be 0, meaning we are going to have y, where there's y, they are going to put 0 is equal to x plus 10. Then it will be 0 minus 10 is equal to x. Then the value of x will be negative 10. So the answer there for x to be negative 10. So this means that we have now 0, 10 and also negative 10, 0. Now, where is the coordinate 0, 10? 0, 10, it is this coordinate there, because this is the x is 0, then the y is 10. Where is negative 10, 0? Where is negative 10, 0? The x is negative 10. The x is negative 10. Where is negative 10, 0? Where is negative 10, 0? So x is negative 10. This is negative 5. So negative 10 is somewhere there. Then y is 0. Of course, y is 0. It is along the x-axis. So because the x-axis is just ending on negative 5, meaning we can't use negative 10 there. We can't use our y to be 0 also. We can choose other values of x instead of choosing negative 10. We choose values of x which are within the range from negative 5 to positive 4. So we say let x also be negative 5. So if x is negative 5, meaning we are going to have y is equal to negative 5 plus 5 or plus 10. I mean plus 10 according to this equation. So we are going to have y is equal to 5. So the value of y will be 5 because negative 5 plus 10, the answer is 5. So we are going to have 5 there. Now where is negative 5, 5? Negative 5, 5, it is supposed to be somewhere because this is 10. This is 10 there, meaning 5 is somewhere here. So if we go like this, our negative 5 can be somewhere there. So that is what we have. That is what we have come up with. So it can continue also. We can say, let also x let also x be 4. If x is 4, meaning we are going to have the values of y will be 14. Because we'll say 4 plus 10, it will be 14. So where is the 4, 14? This is the 4. Then the 14, it must be, if this is 15, the 14 must be somewhere there. So that we have something like this. So you get your ruler. Okay, make sure this is our 15. We have our 14 there. We have something like this. This is where our 14 will be. So now we connect this line. From there, it continues. It passes through 10. So it will be like this. That is what we are going to have. So that line, it will pass through these points. This is our 10 there. We'll put our 10 there. We have our 10. Then this one is 4. Now, the question here is that we are solving this. So, where this line has crossed the curve, we go down like this, then we go to x-axis, we pick the values of x. So the answers we are getting, if I go like this to my x-axis, meaning it will be negative 3.7 or negative 3.9. Then if I come to this point there, I go down, it will be negative 1.1. This is my negative 1.1. Then if I go to this point here, I go down like this. I'm going to have 3.9. This is the 3.9 I've written there. These are the answers we have found. These are the answers we have gotten. Let's go to the next question, which is question number Roman numeral 2. Question number Roman numeral 2 says, calculate an estimate of the gradient of the curve at the point where x is equal to negative 3. So the point where x is equal to negative 3, it is that point there. This is the point of the curve. So let us find the gradient there. How do we find the gradient? But before we go to that gradient, it is wise also to name this line we drew as the y is equal to x plus 10. Just as we named that one where we had the y is equal to 0. So let's find the gradient of the curve. Now, how do we find the gradient? There are two ways of finding the gradient. It's either you pick 2 points. After picking those 2 points, then you find the gradient, or you differentiate this equation. Then after differentiating it, then you replace the value of x with negative 3. So to me, I am going to differentiate it. So I'm going to differentiate it so that whatever I'm going to get, then I will replace it with negative 3. So we are going to have dy over dx of x cubed minus or plus x squared minus 12x. So the derivative of this one is 3x to the power 3 minus 1. The answer will be 2. Then plus 2x, then minus 12. I want to believe you have already gone through calculus. Now, after I differentiate it, where there is x now, I will replace it with negative 3. So meaning I will have 3 open bracket negative 3 squared plus 2 negative 3, then minus 12. Then I will have, that one is 9. 9 times 3, we are going to have 27 minus 6 minus 12. So this one we are going to have 27. This one we are going to have negative 18, because 6 plus negative 6 minus 12, the answer is negative 18. Now what is 27 minus 18? 27 minus 18, the answer we are getting is, it must be 9. It must be 9. So the answer there we get is 9. So 9 is the gradient of that that curve at the point negative 3. So this is the way we find the gradient. In the next video, I'll use the other method to find the gradient. Here, I've just used this method of calculus. What is the next question? Question number B says we find the area. We find the area. Okay, the question is we find the area, the estimate of the area bounded by the curve. The curve which is x is equal to -3. We have comma x is equal to -1. And also y is equal to -10. So this is the curve we have. How are we going to find the curve of that? So let us find the curve of that question. So to find the area, we are going to integrate this because the x is -3. So go to the top there, that is -3. Then we also have -1. Then y is -4. -10. So this is the area we are estimating. This is the area we are finding. Which area is that? That is the area we have. So this is the area we are finding, the area to the curve. So this is the area we have. Now, to find the area of this, we are going to integrate it. We are going to use the integral of, we are going to put -1 on top, then there we put -3. Let us integrate this equation. When you are integrating it, we have x to the power 3 plus 1. Whatever we get there, we are going to put it as our denominator. Then we have plus x to the power 2 plus 1. Then we also say 2 plus 1. Then we have minus 12 to the power x, meaning to be 1 plus 1. Then over 1 plus 1. Okay, then this one will say, this is what we have now. What is the integral of this? The integral now, it will be x to the power 4 over 4, then plus x to the power 3 over 3, then we have minus 12, x to the power 2, then over 2. Then since this is 2, 2 can go there, so this one is the same as writing it as the 6. So all in all, our integral is x, maybe I write it there. It will be just like that. Now, we are now going now to replace where there is the x, we replace it with the -1, and also we are going to replace the same x with -2. So we are going to say, I will have this part so that we move. We are going to have, it will be -1 to the power 4 over 4. Then we have plus -1 cubed over 3 minus 6. We have -1 squared. We do this, or we do it like this, then minus the same thing we did there. And so it will be -3 now to the power 4 over 4. We have plus -3. We have cubed over 3. Then minus 6. We have -3 still. What? Squared. Then we close. Now, what is -1 to the power 4? The answer is just 1. So it will be 1 over 4. Then this one, it will be minus 1 over 3. Then we have this one there, we are going to have minus 6. This is what we have. Then minus, there we have 3 to the power, -3 to the power 4. So 3 to the power 4, it is 81 over 4. Then we have 3 to the power 3 is 27. over 3, which will be the same as putting it 9, because 27 divided by 3, the answer is 9. Then we have 3 squared is 9. Then 9 times 6, it is 54. So now let us now find the answer of this and also the answer of that. So our next step will be, this is what we have. If we say 1 over 4 minus 1 over 3 minus 6, we have negative 73, negative 73 over 12, then minus the whole lot of this one, we have gotten this. So now, meaning we are going to have negative 73 over 12, then plus, because this one negative, it will be plus 171 over 4. Let us now find the answer of that. So the answer we are getting is 1.8. So this one, it will be 1.8 square. I'll say 1.8 unit. We'll say 1.8 units squares. So we'll say unit C square, 1.8 units square. That is the answer we are getting for the area of this. Thank you so much.